All right, we're recording.
We're live?
We're
Yeah.
live.
So,
All right.
hi, I'm here with
John.
Kane and Donovan.
and I'm Levi, and today we're going to be talking some
Current events.
Current events.
While we're playing the awesomest game ever built or created,
Battletech.
Battletech. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. So it's going to be
It's-
fun. You're going to hear
Oh,
some
hey,
dice
it's-
rolling.
It's red versus blue.
Oh, my God.
Classic.
Classic.
Classic. Red versus
I
blue.
told her to stop making up animals.
What's that guy riding around in? He's riding around in a
Puma?
In a puma. What's a puma? Like the shoes? No. Hey, what are they doing over there?
Okay.
You ever figured out why we're just here, like in a box canyon by ourselves?
No, man.
No,
This is
man.
where we've been
This
stationed.
show really went places though. Like it spanned out from
It
just
created
The
Rooster Teeth.
Well,
And
really
Rooster
did.
Teeth is a small media empire. They
Yeah.
actually own that
Yeah,
anime.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Until I was like, wow.
This is a Rooster Teeth production. Well, no.
Yeah, well-
those of you who can't see, I'm wearing a Ruby shirt right now.
apparently there was
Yeah.
a lot
Remember,
of
we're doing it
controversy.
on-
Apparently there was a lot of controversy with Rooster Teeth pretty recently.
Yeah.
Well,
they lost a whole
like-
bunch of guys.
Well,
they-
yeah, because it turns out that this.
They're sexually harassing people? Or?
Yup.
Oh, were they
That and
really?
working their
Oh,
workers
yeah.
to the bone.
They were.
Dude, Mika Burton didn't deserve that.
not at all.
There's a lot of sexual harassment problems. And
Everywhere.
as
Everywhere.
Apparently.
Yeah.
as much as they love to wave the pride flag, they were doing some workplace culture that's really not
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I mean,
such-
for gay
this is,
people.
Yeah, and it's all
So where are we
lip
going to start
service.
as a thing? How far are we going to push this line off? Because
We're going to find out.
we're going to find.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
don't
a-
care.
that's
As,
a
as
fun-
bad
I
as
don't
it,
find that kind of thing.
listen, the worse this thing gets, the
better
deeper
things
in the
go.
internet I'm going to put it. So,
The blue web.
yeah, it's going to be in the
Is
dark
it,
blue web.
is it like black, like the darkness of the Titanic darkness?
Yes.
Black?
the
Okay.
darkness
That.
of how deep the Titan
went?
submersible was.
Or
Ooh.
is still.
Still,
God.
it's not
You're gonna
they
put
recovered
this.
it, though.
They're gonna
just
put
keeps
this
going.
on the
It
down the ice.
starts on iTunes and YouTube, and then it
It
just
ends
goes
up on Spotify.
yeah, and then it goes
Rumble.
to
It gets
yeah,
SoundCloud.
and it just keeps going.
It just keeps going
It
to
just keeps
SoundCloud,
going
then
down.
to BitChute, and then to
Yeah.
Now we're just selling it on Temu.
Is there actually?
Catch us live on MediaFire.com.
Yeah. Ooh, do live shows. And we actually have to do a
where they
camera
had
on it.
to use Ask Jeeves to find us.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
need, you need one of those little fire sticks to actually access the dark web just to
Oh,
find
yeah.
where we're at.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
one of those,
Yeah.
And when you get there, you
Yeah.
just get raided by the FBI.
Yeah. As soon as you,
You,
as soon as
you
Google
click on the
search
link,
us-
and then the SWAT team gets like,
the CIA
Straight
just
through the
like,
door.
yeah, you don't even get
CIA
that.
just hits you with everything.
your
The-
NSA goes just like, all right, nah, man, I can't.
The UN
Can't allow
Security
this.
Council shows up with their blue-headed goons to take
Oh,
you in.
God.
Look,
because
man.
that's how bad it is.
Now they
Because the
raid
world
the
government-
ATF. The ATF.
The
radio
700
and shoot
hours
your
of
dog.
tentacle porn is one thing, but this is, I gotta call it here.
Yeah, you beyond the pale. It's gone
Yeah.
too
What?
far.
Even worse, it'd be the ATF and they come and shoot your dog.
Oh
Aw,
my
you got
god.
a dog.
Yeah.
That's why you get a dog mannequin and then fill it with tannerite. and then leave.
What? Did
What's
you
all
see
those
that?
garden gnomes out in the front yard? No,
you
they're
s-
full of temper. All right, so we're going to be playing the Battletech in the classic form, and there are several different forms of Battletech. There's Alpha Strike,
Alpha Strike.
Alpha Strike, and for those who may know, there's a Mechwarrior Dark Age one, which is the hero click version. But we're gonna be doing classic Battletech.
Classic with a K. KLASSIK.
Are you gonna
It's
put
like in
are you gonna
Mortal
put numbers?
Kombat.
All right, listen. I don't understand why you guys got to put
CL
letters and numbers together.
I
It's not like
didn't.
some-
I just replaced all the C's with K's. KLASSIK.
So it's a hard classic. Not
Classic.
Ooh. So we're just playing a basic 4-on-4. The battle values are probably way off because they are. Because I don't know. What's your battle master? What's your at the bottom of your critical table hit in that little space that says combat value? What is the battle master's combat value? 'Cause that's going to be pretty high.
5,004.
Yeah, my top is my archer, and it's only 4,000.
Oh,
100.
that seems fair to
It
me.
seems fair.
It
I mean, I'll
seems
just
about-
I'll just outmaneuver you and outplay you and not worry about how much guns
Yeah.
you can shoot at me. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
Just
how-
like,
keep bringing up the rules.
yeah. What rules?
Yeah. Can't do that. Can't do that either.
Well,
Can't do
actually,
that either.
I have the rule book, so I make up the rules.
Yeah.
Don't follow the rules. I have the rules.
Well,
So-
actually, that's not how that works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how that works.
So just so everybody knows, I am a noob at Battletech. Or just about everyone at the table is pretty new at Battletech, besides John.
Except me.
Yeah.
I was playing when
Alright.
it came out.
He's been playing for
Boomer.
Boomer.
You're merely
not a
adopted to
boomer,
Battletech.
but pretty fucking close.
I was born
Am I-
into it,
I was
molded by it.
I was molded by it. I was born to be a Battletech guy. No, I played Fat when there was a game company called FASA, and it's like when you tell the story and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, Battletech came out when Catalyst made it."
No.
Catalyst
What did they-
who,
How
man?
that works.
It was Catalyst. Well, it was kind of Whiz Kids, and I think if I do it right, they're like Whiz Kids. FASA got bought out because they had some bad legal problems, and they lost some legal battles that they couldn't afford to fight anymore. So they lost out on that. Don't quote me 100% because I'm not a lore master. And
You're not
then-
wearing a red
Lord
shirt.
master. You're not wearing a red robe, gold chain, and a necklace of
Yeah.
fucking
You're
rings.
way off.
Well, that or what's those guys in 40K that they viscerate and then they lobotomize and the servitors?
Oh yes,
Servitors
the
and,
tech
Adeptus
priests.
Mechanicus.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mech.
Adeptus Mechanicus.
yeah.
That's
You
my
wanna talk-
shit right
Yeah,
there.
that's your jam.
Adeptus Mechanicus for life.
I have a
Yeah,
Black
for
Crusade.
life.
kit.
when I
horrible
die,
life.
turn me
I have
into a
a-
servitor.
If I die, I want to be one of those like berserker guys that just they put me in pain meds and then just let me sleep for a
Yeah.
while. Then when you drop me
You
plant
just
side, just
wake
kill
you up
all
and
the
just
things.
fucking kill.
That last hour
That's
of my
called,
life is gonna be fun.
What is it? It's called the nail of corn or
The
something.
Butcher's
the butcher's
nails.
nails.
Yeah, the butcher's nails. Yeah. Oh my god, those are so.
Here we go.
So
Here we
sick.
go, jumping between game systems.
anyways,
40K sucks.
What do you mean it sucks?
I don't.
He
like
doesn't
40K.
like 40K.
I stopped liking 40K when they did
Nerd.
when they stopped making me or stopped allowing me to use my heavy bolter as a support weapon as it should be.
Still is, I think.
No, they don't let you
And
move
10th
it.
Ed. You know.
Yeah. Oh, I guess 10th Ed did. They kind of went back. It took them. It only took them 8 editions to figure that out.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not like you, where I've been playing since the dawn of time.
Yeah, that's true. Some days I feel that way. All right, you want to roll initiative? See which one of us gets to go out first.
Yeah.
So basically, we're just gonna play a meeting engagement. Yeah, I think it's 2 dice. Initiative. Let me see this.
12.
Wow.
Goddamn.
Looks like you get to go first.
Levi rolled a 12, and I rolled a snake eyes. So that's always good. So I'll move a mech first, and then you'll move a mech. So, all right, let me get my mechs. Move my stinger. My stinger.
Really crispy, just like for everyone listening.
Six.
for you? Okay.
So I gotta move first. So I'm gonna do 1. All right, so 1.
Just for
I know, right?
future reference, and anyone who doesn't
2,
know, I have never played
3,
this
4.
fucking game.
4, 5, and I will stay right there. So I move 5. All right, so it's go ahead and move one of Levi's mechs.
do?
I just pick a mech. I would probably move a light mech because they get out first and they see quick. And then, all right, so every.
There now.
Oh my God, that's all that does.
I saw you move.
This is the cost of delegation.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to. I don't want to. All right, so the Locust has a walk of 8 or a run of 12.
Okay.
All right, so you can. That's how many movement points you have to use.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you walk, it's everything has every movement point costs a movement point. Everything costs movement. So if you move forward, turn left, right, that causes. If you climb up or down, walk through woods and stuff, that all causes movement. So you can either make one of your mechs walk, run, or jump. And I don't think none of your mechs jump.
Okay. Well, not mine, but I get what you're at.
All right, okay, so you can pick a mech and move it. And let Levi know which guy you move.
I just move it by 8.
Well, you can move 8, yeah, or 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and 8. Put that guy right there.
What? You moved it backwards.
Yeah, because you can't. When you turn, that counts a movement point.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
So you moved a turn. So that's now it's my turn. So I will start off over here.
Barf.
Levi's gonna come back to this like,
He's
what the
gonna be like-
fuck did you do?
Well, that's what happens when you delegate down to your lower subordinate. He's like, oh,
The lowest subordinate who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
It's like no wonder that
That's
doesn't make any
classic
sense. To me.
subordinate move.
Yeah.
What the hell did you do?
That's why you don't give. That's why you don't give these kids anything. Oh, what's going on? This is my Valkyrie. Yeah, it's my
Oh
Valkyrie.
man,
All right, so is that
Yeah,
is that lava, right?
I don't know what that is.
That's
You're
it's
right
red.
into
So
that,
anything red is bad.
Yeah, that seems pretty rough.
All right.
That's the killing fields.
Yeah, it's the killing fields. Cambodia
I don't want
with
to
Pol
talk
Pot.
about it.
You want to talk about? You want to talk about
It's not
Cambodia?
good.
Well, that's my generation's, or I would say my generation, but that
Yeah.
was close enough. I'm sure your
I know.
generation has
Toto, Africa.
Yeah, no, that's not it either.
That's the Who.
That's the Who.
What?
Who? What?
Toto.
Who's on stage right now?
Toto was.
Yeah, Toto.
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh man,
1,
I don't even know what he's referencing there.
2, 3,
What?
4.
You didn't
5,
turn.
6. I
No,
didn't
he's
turn.
wasting them. I see what he's doing.
5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, that's my move.
Wicked. Now it's time for mine.
Yep.
So we're just gonna beat each other's
Well, I mean,
faces. in, right?
yeah, we're just doing a meeting engagement, so we're gonna be beating the shit.
I
out of
almost
each
thought
other.
you said beef each other.
We're gonna beef each other
Yeah.
later.
You beef me, and I'll beef you.
Yeah,
He's
And it's gonna be-
stroking me off till I beef.
yeah, and then it's gonna be
Okay.
really awkward.
Yeah, and right after is awkward as
All
shit.
right, I should probably leave. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you're gonna get big beefy boy out there.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna put the archer out there.
So I just pushed the battle master up four
Yeah.
spaces.
He has a gauze rifle, right?
I don't know.
It's right here. I think he has a gauze rifle. The BB of death. All right, so I'm gonna do.
No,
this
he's
guy.
got LRMs and pulse lasers and an SRM6.
Oh. Let's see here. This guy's the archer.
How crispy that is.
4, 1.
Forget how well that picks that up.
Yeah.
2. Yeah. 3 and 4. All right. That's my move.
Cool.
I got one more mech to move, by the way.
Let's see.
That is kind of neat. Even though me just bouncing that guy on that table a little bit.
Yeah.
There's that pretty go.
Would I start here?
I was just starting at the first open hex.
Okay.
I'm not going to be a douche nozzle and say,
One.
"Oh, you got to start at the edge." Just
Does it
first
count?
pull.
Is it 2 to get up
Yeah.
there? So we
Is
1.
it level 1?
2, 3.
Yeah.
Or level 1.
So it's one. All right. So it's movement to the point, then one up, and then another one.
Okay.
up.
Yeah. So 1 up, then
One
1
up.
over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if you wanted to go up this level
Because
2,
you're paying a movement to move
go-
up,
yeah.
literally 1 hex in,
Yeah.
in a third dimension.
right? Okay. So I'm gonna move this guy. My marauder. There's one. Marauder. All right, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6. Wait, that's light, so I can't move.
So as far as heat goes,
All right, so you shoot guns that has heat. So yeah, like you shot a laser. You said a large laser, right?
large,
it's like-
large pulse laser.
All right, so that's like 8 points of heat. You just
So
up.
plus 8 and then plus 1
Yeah.
for movement.
But you just gonna. So what you do is you just chalk it up to scale. Just kind of keep track of it,
Okay.
of your heat, because at the end you're gonna say, "Oh, well, I only did so much heat." Your heat sinks take up heat. So if you don't overdo it,
Yeah.
and your heat sinks absorb all that heat, then you don't take any heat on the scale.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just kind of keep an eye on what you're rolling for, or shooting and moving and running to.
Okay.
Because if so, I have double heat sinks. I got 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 heat sinks. So I can take 20 points of heat.
And dissipate it per turn.
Yeah, dissipate it per turn.
Okay.
But if you're like, oh, hey, I run, or I jumped, that's 3 hit points. I fired all my shit at this guy, and now it's like, oh, yeah, that's 27 heat. That's 27 points of heat. I can only suck up 20 of those points. So then you go on the scale.
Maintain 7.
Then you roll 7 over, and then it starts climbing up the scale.
So next turn, you basically have to roll, or you basically have to spend,
or not
instead of 20, you have to spend like 13.
Yeah, or just watch, or just don't shoot, or just don't walk, or you have to manage your. And that's the other. See, that's where the level I think where you get.
That's the second part that was missing in the last match.
Because you guys were just shooting at each other.
Shooting at each other. Yeah. If there's no heat, there's no game, really.
Well, I mean, it's not that there's no game. It's just that you have to. There's all this management now that comes in. That's that multi-layer thing going on. It's like you got a lot of layers. So yeah, you're shooting lasers at each other, or Gauss rifles. Gauss rifles are the best because they
don't produce heat.
They don't produce heat, but they're finite. They're kinetic weapons.
Yeah, you get a critical hit on the ammo box,
and it doesn't do
Gauss
anything.
rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, no.
Because it's just
slugs.
It's just slugs.
It's just a a nickel
it's a
ferrous
magnetic rifle. Yeah.
So it just ruins.
Like,
the box. So you guys can add in anything if you want.
Yeah.
You're just gonna listen.
How do you feel?
I don't know.
How do you feel about Gauss rifles?
Yeah, I know. I do.
I mean,
when
I
was
wish I could have one.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
What was that?
Would there be recoil on a Gauss rifle? No. There
well, no.
wouldn't be.
I guess if you watch the ones on the internet, like those
Kentucky massive
shooter?
ones.
Where they use capacitors.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this what is it?
Kentucky Ballistics.
Yeah, Kentucky Ballistics. That guy that shot it, blew up, and almost killed himself with a 50 cal.
Wow.
Because it blew up. Because he bought ammo offline and didn't. It's a 50 cal and I need ammo. And he bought ammo and it blew up his gun. And the only thing that actually saved his life, he's like, oh, I'm shot. And okay, I'm gonna put my thumb in my neck hole and hold the artery down so I don't bleed to death.
What a beast!
But he almost lost his thumb. I mean, he was out of action for like 2 years.
No, not 2 years. Like it was
18 months.
2 minutes.
No, he was.
He has a crazy
Wolverine.
regenerative.
Yeah, he's like Wolverine or something, I guess.
No, but he was
His
out
name's
of
Logan?
commission for like about 8 months.
Something like that.
A
He was
long
out for
ass time.
He was out for a long time.
That could
because
kill a
that.
YouTube channel right there.
Yeah,
It
but
never
I mean,
did.
there's a
He
lot
actually
of
gained subscribers from
yeah,
it.
Jeez.
because everybody was watching that video of him going because he recorded it. He just posted it. It's like,
Yeah.
You can
And then
see, you can see the back
Dude,
plate
watching that
of,
stuff on YouTube is so hard because you realize I just watched the trajectory of somebody's life change.
Forever.
You know?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I
he
was
could've
watching
died.
a lot of mountain biking videos, and it was like the last ride. I'm like, all right, this sounds cool, dude.
Breaks his leg.
Dude fell. I mean, he hit a jump. He fell down hard. Quadriplegic.
He broke
Oh
his
my
neck.
god.
Yeah, he was literally the I'm gonna go out, hit the trails.
gonna be
I'm an
balls out.
outside, do stuff kind of guy.
And he breaks his neck.
Quadriplegic. Oh my
That's how-
god!
but see,
And all the
that's-
comments are like, "Dude, we're so sorry, bro."
But
It
yeah,
was-
man, I don't know how that would be.
that's hard to watch.
It's hard. Well, it's hard to watch, but it's hard to empathize
because it's so extreme.
Well, it's so extreme, and it's like, how would you accept that?
Oh my god!
You know, would
wouldn't
you
say,
would you be the guy that's like, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and just not eat because I can't live this way? You know, look at Christopher
Nah,
Reeve
dude,
forever.
I think I would do it. I think I would.
Snuff it.
Nah. VR headset. I would live in VR.
Oh, you
for
live in
that.
the Zuck's metaverse?
I would.
I'm gonna do all my shit in the metaverse now.
We're so close to a point where
We're almost so close to Cyberpunk. without
we
being
could leave
Cyberpunk.
where we could leave the body.
It's the
if we needed
cyberpunk
to.
dystopia without all the cool parts.
Yeah, it's like the
It's-
worst parts. It's
Like
the
all
It's
the
a
corporate.
cyberpunk dystopia, but I can't turn my arm into a 12 gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do it yet.
I can't have what they call mantis blades come out of
Oh,
our
dude.
Or like monofilaments.
Well, so like that's not
Yeah.
really a big deal.
Monofilament.
Oh, the monofilament I think is gonna be a long fucking time till we get
who
that.
would, yeah, well, that'd be one of those like that's when the ATF needs to step in and say you can't have a monofilament thumb. Well, why is that?
Yeah.
Because it's a 6 foot.
Listen,
wire.
I have a
You're
constitutional
garroting
right.
You're garroting the homeless.
Yeah, I have a
No, it's not.
constitutional right to garrote the homeless.
If you ever read Burning
Amendment 2.
Chrome, and it had Johnny. Was it Johnny Mnemonic?
Yeah, that's Bernie.
Yeah. They but in Burning Chrome, William Gibson's book, the guy, one of the assassins, has a thumb that has the monowire in it, and they describe it like doo-doo-doo, and then all of a sudden, as they see this trickle of blood from a guy that he was talking to, I guess because there was some hinky shit going on, and he just falls apart in like 2 pieces.
Oh,
because the wire went, and it's like cut him from like head to like mid waist, and he falls apart in 2 halves. Before he even realized he was cut, you're like,
Holy shit.
fuck yeah, I want one
That's
of those.
fucking
And that's the
brutal.
bad thing.
That's,
I'd want one and use it. Oh, you run your mouth?
That's the problem.
It's
man.
like
or when you're practicing
Yeah.
and cut your fucking dick off when you accidentally hit yourself in the nuts.
Oh.
well, it's
like-
Cyberpunk. You can just prosthetically get
Yeah,
a
you
new
get one of
one.
those Mr.
You can-
Studs.
Yeah, dude.
You can get a cybercock.
Yes. My wife won't leave me now. Woo!
I got a
till you get-
cybercock, but it took part of my soul.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
But
do
it
my
was-
Now
thing.
she won't look me in the eye anymore.
Yeah.
Speaking of really,
She stops looking me in the eye and
violent
looks
shit.
downstairs. I don't know why.
She makes me mix her coffee with it.
Yeah.
Speaking of really violent
stick.
shit, that show The Boys. The show The Boys.
Jesus,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Fucking love that
Super
show.
violent.
Love it.
Holy
though.
shit.
I watched some
Watch
of it.
it
Dude,
when you
episode
get
watch it
one.
now 'cause I don't have
How
it.
can you not watch, see
I
episode
don't-
1?
I seen episode 1. I mean, I watched it.
He's
I just
holding
don't
his
have
wife's
dead.
hand.
It's his
I don't
girlfriend.
have time
Oh, God.
because I do other things
Yeah.
except sit around and indulge myself with content.
That's true.
But no, his girlfriend.
stuff like
the
this.
first scene-
Exploded.
No,
by
she-
that.
not-
Yeah, exploded her.
No,
He
no.
ran into her and went poof. That's
Yeah.
exploding.
It's not really exploding.
That's what happens when you get hit by a
well,
mass.
When you get hit that fucking fast.
All he had is her
Welcome to the
hands.
explosion.
Yeah.
A train, baby.
Yeah,
A
poof.
train, baby. That dude was so hopped up on that serum or whatever.
Of the Compound V.
Yeah.
Compound V, yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
And that is, and I love how they try to cover it up.
Well, that's just that's
so
but
good.
That's
And then
so
the
corporate
impotence,
though. That's
the-
so like how it is. Like, oh, we're gonna do this stuff, and oh no, Levi's naturally a superhero.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, he's not. We just been jacking him up with, we introduced this stuff into the environment, and then some people reacted
Some
to it.
people just reacted, man.
Some people reacted to
I
it.
don't know.
I don't know. And then
Levi drank a lot of energy drinks.
Yep.
And then he was levitating. I don't know.
I don't know. One day,
Levi
she-
Tate.
one day
gives you
she's
wings.
a hometown girl from Oklahoma or Iowa,
Yeah.
and then she's taking shots in the bathroom to the face.
That shit was so funny. I was like, I mean, all right, so
Don't let them see
it's
you
not
cry.
it's not supposed to
No,
be
that was
funny.
awesome. Don't even
It's not supposed to be funny. I get that.
Oh no.
'Cause she
But
degraded
the
herself.
Points
fact
are just
that
hilarious,
she got
though.
in one of the most prestigious groups, the most prestigious group in that universe,
And
right?
then the guy was like, if you want to
as
really be
soon
in the
as she
group.
got in,
bam.
yeah, and you know what? That's such a human fucking
and that's- I
thing.
think that's the-
how
the-
fucking
that's
fucked
the-
up they are.
Well, that's the draw of that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
like was it that cartoon that or the anime, The Invincibles?
The Incredibles.
The Incredibles. There you go.
No, not the Incredibles. It's Invincible. The Incredibles is completely different.
totally two different sides. Of
I don't
two
think I
different
want to
coins.
see Omni-Man ripping Mr. Incredible's
Oh,
chest
jeez.
out.
Poof.
Yeah.
Why do you care
What's
about him?
17
Poof.
more years?
So,
Look at you saved this guy. Look what I'm gonna do. Poof. There.
so when
Fuck
he
you.
went, and a lot of people don't know this about Invincible. Whenever so throughout the whole show, he doesn't have any facial hair. Like he has like his mustache, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
his like
Yeah, because he doesn't age.
Stalin
His
is mustache.
body works so much slower than everyone else.
well, yeah, because he's an alien.
Yeah.
He comes
So-
from another planet.
When he goes through the portal and fights
Oh,
that
yeah.
and destroys their fucking planet,
Yeah.
he spent years doing that.
Well,
because by the time he came back,
He
he
had a
had a
full
fucking
beard.
Well,
beard, dude.
see, that's the thing. That's how
so
time
sad.
works, though. I mean, that's like, oh, we're way over here.
yeah, time dilation
The
or
time
whatever.
dilation.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
that's
fucking-
relativity in his thing. Because
was
hey,
so
what's
awesome.
happening? What
Or
happens here?
Even when the kid was like he tried to save that old lady,
Yep.
you know, but accidentally like fell or ran into something and just like shattered like just
all of his
this poor old lady's fucking bones and shit
because he could
because he didn't his own strength.
Yep.
That's the thing that like Superman should be struggling with all the
day.
fucking
Well,
time.
I think that was. I can think of a couple instances. One where Spider-Man was trying to save Gwen Stacy, and then he just
Grabs her at the wrong
grabs
time.
her and then
Snap.
breaks her back.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
And I think
sorry,
that was
babe.
No. I think it
an
was what
issue
happened.
with the Flash. I think as well,
Well,
where he was like trying to save
what-
somebody who was going super fast.
what, we
And
actually
they just catch on fire.
no, they just like. But
things
like,
to actually work in physics to actually could
Yeah.
everybody
when you actually
complain.
have to take physics into account, things
Yeah.
are.
Well,
Or like
'cause
how
the-
he has to slow down slowly, or he's gonna
just-
just fucking kill him.
He
Yeah.
stops instantly and they'll just die.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, that's physics. I mean,
Their brain.
I love watching stuff like that because you take yourself out of the moment, and don't have to really worry about physics.
Yeah.
But that's the shit in the back of your head. It's like, if Superman is faster than a speeding bullet, and a speeding bullet travels at 900 meters per second, and he hits a brick wall, yeah, he's gonna punch a hole through a brick wall.
Oh, yeah.
But then if he's traveling at 900 miles or 900 feet per second, and he tries to grab a person who is standing still, Superman weighs
He's gonna
200.
hold the
He's
top
220 pounds.
He's
and
a bullet.
He's a bullet.
Yeah,
It's that and Bass,
He is
you got-
a living tank shell.
yeah.
Yeah, like there's a scene in one of the animated Justice Leagues where Batman is like literally falling from the sky and Superman comes to swoop him up. I'm like, how does that work? It
because they
basically
write it out of the
well,
script that
no
way.
Yeah.
fucking shit, but like
Well, that's
how would
the-
that
I think
work
su-
in
I
physics?
think
Suspension of
Superman-
disbelief.
Yeah.
I think Superman,
Yeah.
as over time, has gotten aware of how strong he is or how his powers can affect people.
But
He's
see-
still
but
just
see-
as strong as the old
So
80s.
I think
Yeah.
we're missing the whole. I mean, I don't think we're missing it. I think we're just dancing around it. Is that when they wrote Superman back in the 30s, we only knew so much about how things worked.
Yeah.
And then as time progressed, it's like, ooh, we need to start paying it because Einstein's been around for a while. He wrote his stuff in 1905, 1906, whatever, his relativities, all of his gravity stuff back then. Not a lot of people knew about that back in the 30s.
Or it's just like
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, here
That's
comes
like
the
cutting
1940s.
edge stuff.
and
Yeah. I mean, and Superman was like, "Oh, I'm Superman. I can do all these things," and nobody was putting the physics
Dude,
together.
at
Like,
one time,
it's a good
Superman
story.
sneezed and wiped away like a whole galaxy. That was back in the that was in the 80s.
Yeah, I think
Superman
that
was
was- yeah.
so strong. He was
Well, he's a paragon, but see, that's that as you were saying, that's the oh man, I'm such the paragon that these guys are, I'm from what's the planet he's from?
Krypton.
Krypton.
Krypton. Thank you.
Iowa.
Iowa. I'm from Iowa. I'm from
from
Krypton.
Iowa.
I'm an alien from another world. That the only reason why I'm Superman is that this sun is yellow
Yeah.
and my sun is red or whatever color it was, blue,
Yeah,
red or whatever.
it's the radiation.
It's the
from
radiation
sun,
from the sun that makes me Superman as
which
myself.
which now we know that radiation would just shoot through his body
And-
and destroy him.
Yeah,
His DNA would unravel and he'd turn into super soup.
yeah. But that's
He would just be
so that's the
Superman.
Soup.
Okay, so all right, so we'll go back to the game for a minute, so we can do some movement of
Okay,
our move our mice,
Yeah.
and so you try to shoot at me. I'm not even gonna waste time shooting at you. So it's the next turn of initiative. Heat. Everybody does heat. I didn't shoot anything, so all my heat doesn't go up. And you shot some stuff.
I was at 9 heat.
And you have how many heat sinks?
Where does it show heat
Right,
sinks?
heat
at?
sinks is this column right here. Down in the bottom it says heat sinks. Up one, up more, little
Oh,
dots. There you go.
single. I have a single heat sink.
All right, you have single heat sinks, but each one of those is a heat sink.
Oh, each one of these?
Yes.
Oh, then okay, I'm good then.
Yeah. If you don't do more heat than that, then you're good to go.
All right.
All right, so let's roll some initiative. 7 and 8. I win, you lose, so you get to move first.
Wahaha.
Ha ha ha.
1, 2,
Can I
3.
throw something out there real quick?
4. Yeah.
You know that guy is like a super big beefy tank that has a lot of long range weapons, and the more you move him around, the less likely he can hit shit when it comes time to shoot people with it.
Well,
Let him
so here's
play how he
here's
wants
the
to
issue I'm
play.
having right
Okay,
now.
no, that's fine.
Okay.
And that's why
so
we're just
if
having
you
a friendly.
look at the beginners, if you
That's
look
why we're liking a friendly game. Because
Yeah.
if I was playing to win, I'd be fucking you hard like a prom date.
yeah.
Go ahead, move that Battlemaster around.
Yeah. Good
And I'll
idea.
Good idea. Move him
You
around
should
a
do
lot.
that a lot. So
'Cause-
here's my issue with the sheets that we
Okay.
have.
All right, that's fine.
In the beginner sheets for the beginner box,
Okay.
it shows the range of his weapons.
Right.
It shows his and I don't have that for any of my
Okay.
guns. So
Okay.
I have no idea what his range capabilities are.
I mean, we have those. If you want them, I can give them to you at any point in time. You want
Yeah,
them.
can we do that?
Okay, so go ahead.
Let me see. Battlemaster.
Because Battle Masters have some pretty long range shit. Depending on what version, what Mark 1 or 2, whatever
All right.
bullshit. Yeah.
So I have an LRM 20.
All right, LRM
Literally
20.
means long range
Yeah,
missile.
long range missile. All right, your max range is 21 hexes. So you have a 7 1 to so you have 1 hex to 21 hexes that you can shoot.
All right, and then a medium pulse laser.
So you can shoot between 1 to 9 hexes.
Okay. And then a SRM 6.
SRM 6s. You can shoot 1 to 9 hexes.
Okay.
Does that help out a little bit now?
Yeah, it makes me feel better.
Okay.
Peaches.
So basically, the SRMs are your close in. Just so think of your
Short
Battle
range.
Master as your like base of fire weapon.
Okay.
So it's got all your heavy long range shit that you can pound somebody with.
Well, I think most of my damage is going to come between 1 through 9.
Yeah.
Now I feel like with knowing where it's at right now, I'm okay with my movement.
Okay.
With them.
That's fine. I'll live with that.
So I was told in the rules that we have to dictate our order of movement. We have to announce it before.
yeah, you have to announce that we are walking, running, or jumping. It's not who you're moving. What that to me that's what that means to me. That's how I interpret it. All right, so I'm gonna move one of my mechs since he moved. Archer moved 4. All right, Archer's there. Okay, I moved. It's okay. I know that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of
mean,
nice.
It's kind of not. I mean, I don't know. You're gonna get that neck beard in somebody's grandma's basement.
hear
I can hear you guys riffling your papers and shit.
It's kind of the fucking point.
That's because that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. This is how we used to do it. Sans all this stuff back in the day. We didn't have all these really fancy computer BT. What is that, like Twitch and stuff? Yeah, it's Twitch. But what is it called? Like VTT or something or
OBS.
TTV.
Or,
huh?
oh,
TTV.
Twitch TV.
Yeah.
TTV.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
We didn't have.
I didn't have
streaming
that back then.
services.
I actually had to
You
look
had a
at people.
boom box, and you had to hit record on the tape deck.
You had to first off, you had to listen to Casey Kasem and what his top 40 hits, and then go through. It's like, oh man, which one am I missing this time? And then wait,
Oh my god.
listen through all the bullshit, or say, okay, he should be getting to number 1 around 11:55. Then we'll have to hurry up and get home at
Hey,
11:55.
you knew
listen
shit
to
was
it.
legit when they had the little tape with the little tape recorder,
Yeah.
so they could just hit it and
Yeah,
set
little-
it down. That was
micro
so cool.
cassettes. Yeah. But then you had to take your micro cassette and then take it on the big one because you can't listen to a micro cassette in your car.
Let me tell you kids something.
8 track.
I know you guys aren't kids, but
This is incredibly embarrassing.
when I was
Is
in
it? Or
when
is
I
this how
was in
life
middle
was
school,
before the internet?
2 amazing things happened when I was in middle
Embarrassment.
school. I got my first MP3 player, which
got
could
awesome.
hold
And you got-
11 songs.
And you got
Oh,
kissed by a
fuck
girl.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's almost a whole album.
That's almost a whole album.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, Linkin Park.
I could hold
I'm
11
downloading
songs.
Hybrid Theory onto this.
Yeah. and then my buddy just got the new Razer phone, and when
Oh,
he went
yeah.
Flip
to
phone?
Oh, yeah,
and
I
when
love
he
those
when he
things.
went to go to his contacts, a little loading bar came up and said loading.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, that's
Welcome.
a computer.
Welcome to Cyberpunk.
Yeah, computers load, man.
Yeah.
That's phones don't load, computers do.
load. Yep.
That was.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was
Now
just-
you had the little wheel that goes on.
I remember first time wearing using an iPod or not an iPod, but using an MP3 player. I couldn't figure out where the music was coming from. Because we always had over ear
Did
headphones.
not
Or
understand
there
the
was something-
concept
well,
of
no,
a digital file.
Well, that or it's attached to something.
Something heavy.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with the CD
Besides-
player so it
yeah,
doesn't skip. Yeah.
That was the best thing ever when like Sony
Didn't
Discman
understand
came
Yeah,
out.
they had the
concept
thing
of a digital sound file.
Yeah, it was so weird. It felt like it was coming from the sky. I was fucking like, whoa.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
It's
I
coming
remember my
through
first-
the 5G
I remember
tower.
my first Apple iTunes
God, they're making me
iPod?
autistic.
iTunes player.
Yeah, iPod.
Yeah, iPod. Yeah, the first one that was
iPod
the
Shuffle.
little. No, it was a little bitty. It looked like a pack of gum.
Like a square.
Like
yeah.
no, it was like it wasn't
little-
as thick as a pack of gum, but it was about as wide as a pack of gum. And had a little click wheel on it.
Dude, I had the
I
Zoom.
love that thing.
I had
have
a
it still-
Zoom.
I still have that.
My
And I still
Zoom
have music on it.
Had the fucking screen on it.
don't.
You could
Yeah, I
watch,
do.
and it was amazing because it was the first time
Yeah, I'll show you
I
right
could
now.
watch porn
Okay.
on something I could
yeah.
fit in my pocket. And then,
This is revolutionary.
sorry, Grandma, you didn't know I used that way, but I did. I figured it out.
Everyone, by the time they turn 16, has watched porn on something one time or another.
Yeah,
on their handheld.
definitely.
And don't say, oh, that never happens. Yes, it does.
It does. It
Yeah,
definitely
that-
does.
Yeah.
The search history, you forgot to
Yeah, you forgot to-
Melvin, the
yeah,
search history, you forgot to take off the computer.
Keep erasing those histories, kids.
Yeah. Remember.
Private browsing.
Yeah,
exists.
Remember,
Yeah.
delete your cookies.
Yeah.
Go into incognito mode.
Actually,
Delete your
incognito-
cookies while you're looking
incognito
at
is
them.
not as incognito as you think it is. All right, so I moved my Archer, so it's your turn.
Yeah, incognito mode is incognito for mom, not for your ISP.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Your internet service provider definitely
They know
knows
all
all
that
that
shit.
nasty shit.
Anyway, when the
Yeah.
NSA and the ATF and the FBI are listening to this podcast, because we're not listening to it right now, that we don't care. Because I'm not living under any delusions that you guys aren't paying attention.
What are you gonna
to
do?
what I'm saying.
Shoot my dog and then tell me it was Waco?
Yeah.
There was a meme.
What was it, Waco?
There-
That was a '93 fucker.
There was this meme with
We were almost deployed to that.
You were almost deployed to
Seriously?
Waco.
Yeah.
Tell that story. I
Well,
like to hear it.
there was we were almost deployed to Waco and the riots, the LA
Oh
riots.
wow.
Oh,
Back
okay.
that was
That's
back in
gnarly,
Army
dude.
days. I mean, they were like, "Oh shit, we need bodies," and who's the best people to send? Infantry guys and
Grunts.
We wanna go-
You would
no, grunts.
imagine that's like the fucking worst.
Well, that was
You're
well,
not quelling an insurrection.
yeah. Well, that's what we call it. We paused the brakes for a minute.
Wow. What did we say, Dad?
So I moved my Archer. It's your turn to move something.
Yeah. So I am
You
choosing.
can get rid of that JV soccer team on top of that hill. What was I
Oh,
telling?
you don't
the
like
story?
those guys?
No, I don't care. You
You're
got-
telling a story about Waco and how
Waco
you were
and-
almost deployed there.
Yeah, well, we weren't really going to be deployed. They were just going to send us down to help secure the area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as in
whatever.
help you shoot dogs.
Yeah, help us. Well, we did. That was when the ATF was a kinder and gentler ATF.
Kinder and gentler.
Oh
yeah. Right.
I didn't trust. I was in the government apparatus long enough to know not to trust any of those fuckers. Period. Are you walking or running? You forgot to declare. Is that 8?
No,
You walk.
I did 7.
Okay.
So, and this is facing that way.
Okay.
We just adjust here.
Yeah, you just have to turn that a little bit. All right, it's my turn.
Both of these guys are
One.
Bofa.
All right,
Both
what is
of 'em.
that?
both.
That's my Valkyrie. Hold on. Let's see what the Valkyrie says. You got 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nope, I was like 4. And are we gonna count that as a level because it's got a parcel in it?
No, unless it's
Okay.
fully on it.
Okay.
And
No.
besides, they say level.
Yeah.
What
Well,
level
no,
they're
it
on.
says level, so yeah. I just didn't want to know if you're gonna be like, oh, it's still kind of level 1.
No.
All right, that's fine. All right. Okay, that's where he stays right there.
Okay.
All right, that was my move.
Now, so tips for the mics. They have to be pointing at your mouth.
It has been, hasn't
I
it?
know. Well, it's yours. Yours is up pretty high.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why did you do
that was
that?
so loud.
Why did you do that?
Loosen.
I didn't mean to.
Damn it. Yeah, Jesus.
Conk.
Yeah, what are these, like $300 a mic?
Yeah.
Be careful, Pops. Shit.
I'm waiting. I'm trying to.
$900 worth of microphones and other bullshit.
There's like a
It's not
couple
$900,
grand
are they?
Huh?
They're not $900, are they?
Not,
For all
not,
of them.
not per mic.
Here. Oh my god, why is this not working?
Because you're bad
Because
at
you're
it.
tight.
We got like what I would do is
I'd hold it. I'm honestly
I'm
kind of
gonna
want to
slide it
hold
down. I'm
mine.
gonna do that. I'm gonna be
There you
smart and
There
learn
you go.
and really learn physics. There, I had too much end of it.
I didn't pay any attention during any kind of mathematics,
Yes, I could
considering I
tell.
dropped out.
that's not good, man.
I could.
Hey!
Oh, and she brought us.
Oh, you guys don't want this. This is just sitting in my car for a minute.
Oh, never mind.
And then I accidentally sat on it.
Oh, okay.
I feel like you'd like that, Levi.
It went bad, but then it went good again.
Yeah.
You guys have fun.
Yay. Okay. Oh.
Do you want one?
No.
I
Thank you. I drink water.
Want one? It is a water.
Is it flavored
It's
water?
real water. I don't drink canned
Sparkling water?
Yeah,
Lime
sparkling
bubbly.
water. You want lime or cherry or watermelon?
Just for all the listeners. It's nice little.
And here's a sidebar. If you accidentally turn on your speakerphone or your speak to text, don't talk when you got your speak to text
Yeah.
on.
It's not good.
Oh God.
Yeah, Mio, dog.
Huh.
Kind of needs
The
it.
hell is that?
This has energy. It has caffeine.
I
in it.
don't care. I love caffeine.
I know. That's
I'm in love with
Just-
caffeine.
I'm addicted to it.
So how do I just shake this
Anyway,
up? Like, I want me to
is that
shake
better?
this up.
whoa.
Whoa,
don't.
dude.
That's a way.
Way
I
more than
probably
you
shouldn't
need.
have
Your
had
heart is going to explode,
Oh,
and guess what? I'm gonna have fun with that. Hey, his heart exploded. Well,
That's a lot.
I didn't know how much
You-
to put in there. That's
That's
you
a
just
actually
lot.
not
squirt.
bad.
You just put a squirt.
Yeah.
Then it's
That's
done.
I apologize.
Maybe two.
that might be. I think you might have more than.
The prescribed amount. He drinks like 5 monsters in a row.
That might be about as much as 5 monsters.
That's all right. He'll be all right.
Now look,
Just be careful. Oh,
He's not
Jesus
driving.
Christ.
if I were driving, I'd be having a lot of fun.
He'll be fine. I mean,
It's not like I'm driving drunk or high.
Look, all right. When somebody, yeah, but everyone knows when somebody takes too much, and someone, and someone goes, "Hey, man, you've just had a lot. Be careful."
that does mean be
All right?
careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does
so I'm
mean-
just saying,
don't blow it off.
you took a lot, bro. Okay.
All right, so I moved.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the LA riot thing was like anything else. Hey, we're gonna, we're at where I'm at, and it's like, oh hey, come everybody, formation, boom, everybody get your shit packed. We may or may not be going to LA.
And you know that's a shit day.
And you're like, that's gonna be a super shit show. But then the Marines showed up and started doing okay, and then they okay, fine, we're not going to go because we had a sister battalion down there. I think that's when Fort Ord was still going. Before they shut it down.
They shut down a fort.
Oh, but they've been shut down forts since. They've been changing names too.
Yeah, because apparently
Because
racism and shit.
Go figure that all the southern forts are all named after Confederate generals, which were
Yeah.
oh my
Weird.
god, part of the Confederacy. How does that happen?
They were
The
part of
side that lost?
Confederacy,
Huh? The side that the war that we fought to end slavery is the war that we fought to end slavery.
Yeah, we
I don't
kind
get it.
of,
I don't know.
you
I
know,
don't know.
Weird
I don't
how
know
that
how it
worked out.
someone's gonna not be happy that we're even bringing this up in the first place. But
Dude, there's so much shit we've already talked about.
oh no, yeah,
I'm
I don't
sure-
even
I'm
think we
sure
breached the
that
surface.
We
Levi and his
referred to
heart-
the dark web as the black web.
Yeah,
That's gonna cause problems.
yeah.
Is there,
good job, you.
There's no way around
I
that.
did not say that.
Is there
Don't
gonna,
look at
is
me.
there an alternate version of the white web?
Was it me?
Yeah, it was
Oh.
you.
I was trying to deflect.
You were
All
trying to
So
figure-
I'm deflecting
No,
right now. You
you-
gotta move something. I gotta
Damn
move
it!
something.
No,
you gotta
I
move
have to move.
Yeah, you have to move
I
something.
gotta move Thunderbolt.
something. You gotta move that JV soccer team
Why do you call him JV, man?
because you're a JV.
Fireballs, motherfucker!
You're a JV soccer player. Okay, my turn. He's gonna stay. No, he's not. Wait, what does he do? That's
You're in range.
I know. I'm not. I'm in range of something,
You're in range.
but I'm not worried about him though.
Range.
Oh, that's all right.
Ranger.
He's all right.
See my book,
What book?
Your butt.
my rule book.
I think I put it back. It might be on top of my kit over there. Because your books, your books and my
it might
books.
be in that bag.
No, his book's on top of that book. My stuff. So that might help you a little bit too if you have them in front of you. Because I'm still looking. Oh, my construction equipment. Oh, look at me.
Battlefield tracking. GM team eyes only. What's that?
I don't know. It's your book. When'd you read it? When'd you read it last? When I bought it. I looked through it real quick and I said, wow, let's wait till John gets here and help me read this book.
No, I was actually.
It's a sad day.
I was just hoping I could find more information on.
I mean, we're
the
just having fun
basic
playing. I
rules
mean,
before I get this out.
Oh, anyway, it's my move anyway. So it's one. Gonna move my Marauder, and she's gonna go. She's gonna. I'm gonna run this bitch. I think so. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn to 6. There you go.
Is that Mio stuff really that potent? Like,
Yeah, my heart's still okay
Yeah.
for now.
you for real?
Yeah, it is. 1 squirt is 60 milligrams caffeine. 1 squirt is a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Good lord.
It'll be
So
fine.
like,
And
You
you'll
took
be-
like 5.
no, I didn't put 5. I
It
put
was
like,
just like one real long one.
Oh, that's
what
not
scared
bad.
me.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine. I'd put one long squirt in my shit all the time. I mean,
yeah, no, I'm sorry for worrying you though, man.
Yeah.
that's
But
what.
shit,
that
yeah,
makes-
I don't want
that-
someone coming over and fucking dying.
Yeah, that's what. See, that's why Levi and I make a good team because he's the one that's kind of caring, compassionate, and he has to
You
check
just,
my
and
shit.
then you just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he just checks my shit. You're like,
Oh, this is when I stopped.
oh,
That
the
flow
Venn,
chart?
oh, the Venn diagram of how to do damage.
The
Yeah.
goddamn flow chart. Of
Does that
damage.
make you want to keep reading?
Hell yeah.
'Cause it doesn't make me want to keep reading.
Oh,
Dude,
it's-
it looks
it's
like
just that's I grew up on
it
those
looks
Venn
like
diagrams.
a bad day.
You ever played Path of Exile? Path
Yeah.
of Exiles? It looks
Oh
like
my
the skill
God.
tree in that.
Yeah. God damn, that's a dumb skill tree too. That is
Path
dumb.
of Exile?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking bad.
I
It's
hate-
almost
man, it's like-
Diablo
it's
is way
like-
more straightforward.
Well, it's like who comes up with these ideas? I mean, I get it that you got to have something new and different for your game system, but who comes up with that?
Well, this game isn't new by
Look at all
any
the
means.
I know.
piloting skill rolls you can do.
I don't know.
Jesus, this is ridiculous.
That's why I suggest we just play little friendly games for a while until it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna play like the multi.
You just slowly add stuff.
Yeah, let's just get let's get the
96.
kindergarten shit out of the way first before we like
Get
oh yeah,
kindergarten, first grade, and most of elementary school out the way. Then we'll go on to middle school, then high school.
I mean, there's so many because we have battle mechs.
yeah.
Then you have infantry, armor,
Yeah.
artillery, regular VTOL aircraft like helicopter and short takeoff aircraft, space aircraft,
Flamers,
spaceships.
Autocannons. Oh Jesus!
Just sounds way more complicated than it needs to be.
You can
table.
there's 3 books in the rules system. There's a tactical, strategical, and interstellar.
Yeah.
And the interstellar one is like, oh hey, there's all the rules for your. Hey, I'm going over to Donovan's planet. And I'm gonna go fuck his shit up. And here's the shit. Here you go. Got to get your jump ship and get your drop ships together, and then have all your shit together to do this thing.
Yours.
I feel like you have to go to West Point to know to properly learn this game.
Well, all right. So I like telling this story because it's a funny story, and it's how I in my military career I was able to take my passion for miniature wargaming and make it work in my advantage and get me out of doing stupid shit for about 6 months. Because by then I was a Spec 4 and I was trying to figure out ways not to do shit.
Yeah, sham shield.
Sham shield. There's a reason why. My biggest thing.
wow.
Wow. No, the big trick is run around with a clipboard. Bam.
That's like going into a construction
you
site
do
with a
that?
hard hat.
Yep, with a hard hat. Go in construction
Hard
site
hat
with
and a vest, yeah.
hard hat and a vest, and just walk around. Because if you look like you belong there, nobody's gonna question why you're there.
Yeah.
But no, so I mean, Monday mornings were always our motor pool days, and
Yeah.
so I'd go down there, and I had the shittiest, jankiest Humvee ever. And I mean, I had so many parts broken and missing on it, not because I was a bad driver, because the person who had it before me just didn't take care of all their shit.
Yeah.
So I had like 20 articles that I knew every day that I had to do. So
Yeah.
But I mean, I ordered parts. I'm like, I'd walk up to Kane and be like, "Hey, Kane, I need XYZ parts." All right, well, we got to order them, and it'll gonna be so many times. And of course, then when I ordered all the parts, one day they show up, and you have to
Actually put them on
You have
the
to
vehicle.
actually
Oh, you put
either
them
help.
on V.
either it's operator level stuff or it's operator and mechanic stuff.
Yeah.
So we're going to do all that stuff together. So I would spend like 2 or 3 weeks in the motor pool doing nothing.
Oh my god.
Doing nothing.
I would climb up
Sleeping.
on. No, I would no. I mean, hey, Erfurt, you gotta go down and do a motor pool. All right, cool. Hey, who else aren't? Run down there, grab my clipboard, put on my nastiest fucking pair of BDUs, and it's summertime. I'm gonna climb up under the Humvee. I'm looking for oil leaks.
I've actually,
Nappy time.
I've done that.
Who doesn't do that?
I've
Like my
buddies.
buddies.
You stick your hand up in there and
Yep.
you just fucking.
Oh, no, you just
No,
lay there.
zip
What do you
tie
do?
your
That's what
hands
I
to the
did.
drive
I put
shaft.
I would just stuff my hands into places.
See, I don't know where your guys is. I don't know where well, I was in a mortar
Oklahoma.
platoon. I was in a mortar platoon. So we didn't have a lot of. I was in a light
had a
infantry
lot.
division. So I didn't have a lot of vehicles. We had out of the whole division or the whole battalion, there was like maybe 20 Humvees, 20 Susvies, like the Cracker Jack boxes,
Yeah.
some Cunt Vs and all that kind of stuff. So, but they set them up by platoons. So it was Alpha, Bravo, Charlie,
in headquarters.
and then headquarters. And they're way on the other end of the platform. So it was like, I walk all the way out there. HHC 595 was my truck. Go out there, open it up. Summertime.
Nobody'd ever mess with you.
Nobody go back there.
Just
Nobody
zip
ever
tie
go
your
back
hands to the
We
drive
had-
shaft, so it always looks
so
like you're doing
every
there.
gun-
No, I didn't have to do that. I just climbed up underneath it and just felt.
So in Alpha, Bravo,
Some
and
bunch.
Charlie, every gun has to have a truck, and then every
Every gun had its own like truck, or because you were self.
Humvee had its own Humvee.
Were you self-propelled or was it
no,
tracks?
in this unit,
109s?
and yeah, 119ers.
Yeah. Okay.
So and in this
Triple
unit,
sevens.
no, just the 119ers we shoot was a. Oh no.
Don't worry. I've forgotten
My
most of my
unit's
shit
gonna
too.
hate
So
me. Anyways, so
I remember enough of it to be sound smart, but I don't know.
So, anyways, so we didn't shoot the 98-pound rounds. Ours were like 40, but
Is there a different? Is that like a training round or is that a
no, just
that's
the
something I
different
never-
size of rounds between 119er and the 777.
Oh, just because of the diameter of the round?
Yeah,
Okay.
diameter round. Yeah.
So it's like 105s versus 155s versus
yeah,
204s.
it's 105. Yeah, we
Okay.
shot 105 versus 155.
Right. Okay.
So, anyways, yeah. So each gun needed a truck,
I got a
and
story
then
for that,
it seemed like we had a backup truck almost for every gun.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Every Humvee had a Humvee.
it was
Here's
dude,
my Humvee's
it was
Humvee.
ridiculous. So we had a lot,
Yeah.
like Bravo. No, we Alpha Battery.
So if we were playing Battletech
probably had,
and I had to have
like,
an artillery guy, you'd be my
15 of
guy
them.
on the team to be an artillery guy. Hey, you
So
know what you're doing?
Levi,
God damn it. I don't want to hump
forgot.
rounds anymore, bro.
so what
Oh, you're
did you,
slinging rounds.
Levi? What did you do in the army? Like, were
I
you
was just artillery.
You were artillery. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds a little more fun.
Red
than,
leg.
Sounds a little more fun than Mortarman.
No,
honestly.
I
No,
bet
yeah,
you mortar
it was a lot more
fun.
probably
Bigger
a lot
boom.
more
Bigger boom,
I
yeah.
know I've been on the bad side of one of your big little booms.
Yeah.
I got caught. So we were doing a live fire, and so we were doing combined
Yeah,
fire to a target.
combined
So
arms
105s.
or whatever.
So we had a 105. So is it 5? I forget what the battalion, the artillery battalion was.
Strong, ain't it?
Trying to get it mixed up, you know.
Yeah.
You can't mix it anymore.
Yeah, you can.
You can't. You gotta like shake it till like becomes
He's
like
putting his
okay.
thoughts and prayers in there.
you gotta get one of those emulsion shakers that like.
But
But
like one of those.
so we were firing on a target. So we were firing, and then the 105s were firing over us because they can because they're rifled barrels, so they could shoot over targets. We're smooth bore, so we couldn't. So we were shooting over here. Our guns were pointing 90 degrees to what the target was, but we are in our target box. And the 105s were actually hitting the target that they're supposed to. So all of a sudden we're like, all right, hang it, fire, boom, 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 boom. We're laying down hate and rain on everything on a target. I'll see this, boom. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Boom! Like, probably on the other side of that house across the street.
Yeah.
A 105 cut off short and just whoosh.
like started
The
tumbling.
fuse fell off.
I don't know what fell off.
They
but
probably shot it without a fuse, dude.
Well, it went off.
Did it?
It went boom.
Okay, so yeah, it definitely had a fuse, but
It went kaboomies.
Did
And I
it
took
like
a
So
piece
it
of-
was
tumble
so I
into
took a
there?
piece- I
Tumble?
showed it. Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
no,
God.
They said in the investigation because it landed pretty close to us. I mean, way closer than.
yeah,
I mean,
then it should.
yeah. Well, we were just outside. I got clipped by a piece of steel. I have it
Holy
today.
shit.
And it hit me in the vest. It's one of the only times that it was like, hey, you need to wear these vests because we're
One
gonna
of
have
the only times you actually kind of needed it.
well,
The only time that he actually wore it.
yeah. Well, we see. This is we're the army I was in
Yeah.
wasn't the army of it is today.
It wasn't my army.
It wasn't my army.
It was definitely.
Well, we
the
didn't have
army's
body armor.
Changes.
Well, we didn't have body armor back then, and if we did, it was only for special occasions.
Did you guys get to work with your shirts off?
No.
Okay.
No Top
I
Gun.
see.
on
We
it.
didn't Top Gun
No,
it.
well, like,
we didn't
I've
wait
seen
stripped down.
pictures of
You didn't
guys
see
in
these
Vietnam.
pictures. You didn't see these Vietnam pictures where the guys are out there stripped down to the waist, shoveling. No, it was you had your helmet on, you had your LBE on, you had your rifle within arm's reach of you, and then you dug a hole.
That's
Dug a hole for you to die in.
Classic.
Well, that's you dug your mortar
you
pit.
just-
You dug your mortar
you-
pit.
you know,
or scraped out your. That's a
infantry
range.
digs
That's a
a lot
ranger
of
grave,
holes.
by the way. If you're thinking
Ranger
about.
grave?
Ranger grave.
Yeah.
You just scrape out enough dirt just to get it up in front of you, so you have
Just
something
so-
laying.
yeah.
So when you die, they just throw the poncho over you and put shit over it. You're
God,
good.
that's
but
so savage.
but we didn't have body armor. Well, anyway, so there was supposed to be. It was going to be a big photo shoot. And like some generals coming out to do some shit, so,
yeah, so they
everybody
wanted you
had
guys
to have their
dressed
shit
up.
on. Everybody had to dress up, look nice. We were doing a dignitary.
makes it-
and
that makes
was
it
really
suck, doesn't it?
Well, that's one of the prior reasons why somebody really looked into it because we are at the battalion because we are like the closest to the battalion. Our gun system, our gun line was closest to the battalion. So colonels, sergeant majors, generals. Hey, we want to see shit happening. All right, well, go watch these guys, and we're like, oh shit, here comes all this brass.
It was
So
like
we had
that
to-
in second.
Yeah. It's all this brass is coming down, so you have to be on your P's and Q's
Yep.
and not be stupid, and do dumb shit. And they're like, well, you better, everybody gets, everybody got issued a vest for the field problem, and then we had them on, and boom, rounds go off, and we got peppered. We were outside the blast range.
Yeah,
But you
outside
weren't-
the kill
you were
radius.
inside
The
range
kill
of the-
radius, and I forget what a 150, 105 kill radius was.
It's huge.
It's huge.
It's
You were still
fucking
within
huge.
the
But we still
radius
got
of the flak. Yeah.
Well, the flak, the shrapnel bits still they don't just stop. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's only like one heck.
Kill range.
It's like, all right,
hold
fellas,
on.
you gotta
There's a-
stop.
there's a-
we're
there's
at
a-
we're at two. We're at,
All right,
we're
fellas,
at
wrap it
200
up.
yards. You gotta stop.
There's a thing called physics that
Yeah,
happens
that
in
physics
real world.
thing.
That physics thing keeps fucking you all the time.
Well, yeah,
So,
I
like,
never
so I
really
got,
that. Yeah.
So I got clipped by a piece of shrapnel, and it came in and hit me in the vest. And the one and only time I wore a vest.
John,
Eh.
thank you for your service.
Oh, well, thank you for your service. You're welcome.
Thank you guys for your service.
You can fuck off.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up.
Oh my God.
This is a veteran to veteran.
Yeah,
thing.
we're gonna get really kind of awkward here for a moment. We're gonna look longingly in each other's eyes, looking. I really wish I could have been like.
I thought it was the Navy that was gay.
Well, they're that day.
Dude, they're all really gay.
Yeah.
Let's just be
Hey,
honest.
what happens in the
You got
field
a-
stays in the
You got a
field.
bunch. You got like 60 dudes in a fucking
In a fob, that
Yeah.
don't, and then the only
there's-
even the barracks
just-
bunny's like, just get away from me.
Just dudes
I don't,
being
care, I don't
bros.
care if I'm getting paid
Bros being
triple
bros.
because everybody's giving me their paychecks. Just a little. Hey, I've heard stories.
Oh,
I
my
mean,
God.
I've never been deployed
Oh,
out
I've
with
seen
women.
it.
That's how old my army
I've
was.
seen it.
I
We
mean-
deployed. We had the medics were girls.
Yeah, I never.
And
Oh,
well,
that
not
sounds
all of
awesome.
them. Not all of them.
Well, I'll take that back. I'll let you finish your story. I'll take mine
Yeah.
in a minute.
Well, we didn't. You don't get to
Uh-huh.
shower a lot
Yeah.
when you're downrange.
No, you don't.
So
Weeks.
whatever
you whore
crawls
bath that
in,
sucker
yeah, whatever crawls into the guard tower with some people,
is what. Oh,
it's
well.
probably pretty rough, dude.
But you've been out for so long.
Yeah, that
You just
you're
don't
like,
care.
God, that smells like something different.
It doesn't smell.
It doesn't smell like, what-
dude. It doesn't smell like dude.
Yeah,
But
it
definitely-
doesn't smell
that-
like balls. So
It doesn't smell like sweaty balls. You okay over there? Don't spit all over my finally painted mechs.
fuck your Max. Don't spit on my mics.
Oh yeah. No,
Oh,
but
God.
so my army I was in the service between 89 and 93. So I was still the Cold War army / we're going to become the World Policeman Army.
That was and
That
when
was
I
a really
in,
weird. See that
Our higher enlisted
Right.
were
After-
in that army.
Yeah, and that was
And
the Gulf
those guys
Storm.
were
The
so
Gulf.
hard.
You're right. Well, man. Well, we had a bunch of guys still that were like the senior NCOs were still NCOs from the Vietnam era.
Oh, and I'm sure they fucking hated you guys.
Well, they didn't hate us, but they were the last. I don't want to use the word breed, but the last group of guys who had actually seen.
War.
Well, I mean, we had Grenada, but that was Grenada.
It was
other than the colossal clusterfuck
it is,
Grenada was.
As horrible as any deployment is.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them are footnotes between major conflicts.
Right.
And
as a side note,
it's different.
and it's and it's really and it's like kind of like it is nowadays. Like, oh, these guys are like, oh man, Gulf War veterans. Like, oh, I don't know, man. We didn't have it so bad because we only had like 100 hours, and it's like, yeah, you guys, 20 years. Hey, we started in 2001. We ran that shit to 2021 or 2020. Yeah, 2021.
I had the paper.
Your deployment's over when the war's over.
I was 11. No. Like
see, here it goes. He was 11 years old.
Yeah, I was 11 years old when they started bombing Baghdad.
He
was. Not at 9/11.
I wasn't even a thought yet.
When they started bombing Baghdad.
Yeah, for Gulf Storm. Yeah, first Gulf War.
No. Damn it. No, we started bombing Baghdad in
just after 9/11.
Yeah.
Hey, I will let you do your own.
I was in 5th grade when it happened. So yeah, that seems about right.
He was
barely even a thought.
He was barely scratching my nutsack, and he was like 5 or 6 years old when the war started. So
and the thing is I had no idea I was collecting the newspaper for an engagement that I was going to take. I was going to be a part of.
Yeah, who knows that shit?
10 fucking. It was 10 fucking years.
Well, nobody.
Until I got in.
Are you trying to hook me?
And then another fucking 10 years.
Yeah.
I know a kid. He got out at the very end of.
So he did a full 20 or just.
Yeah, and it's so fucked up. So I got a friend named John. Different John.
Oh, I was like, what? You got? Yeah, you can't only have one friend named John, and that's this guy.
Yeah, anyways, I got another friend named John. He was a spearhead in Iraq. Then you got me. What is it? Operation Enduring Freedom.
Right.
So he was Operation Iraqi
It's funny how they just kept doing. They just rolled it over to do something else. We're gonna call it this now. So.
And then
so nobody knows that we're still fighting the same war.
It's the same fucking war between countries. We switch countries, but then. And then a buddy of mine, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know how he feels about it, but he was at the very tail end of it. He was one of the last troops that got, they got the news, like, dude, we're going home and it's fucking over.
We're going home and it's done going. Yeah. We're not going home for, hey, we're going to go home, take 3 months off, then take another 3 months for another deployment.
There's 9 months. You have 3 different militaries over the span of that.
Yep.
Because the first guys that came in were literally writing the books for how we do stuff.
It's not a war crime the first time?
I mean, that's
true. I don't want to. Everybody makes a joke. There's a T-shirt like that. There's a T-shirt company that's built its shit around that. But yeah, it's like, hey, it's not a war crime the first time because it's never a war crime because war is a crime of its own. I mean, am I hawkish? Yeah,
it's layers. It's layers of hell.
Yeah, it's layers of badness. I mean, you got to. I don't have a problem with. Hey, that motherfucker's got to have it. Yeah. But let's make sure we're getting the motherfucker that needs to have it.
The right guy.
Well, let's just do it right. Because we've not done. Oh, we talked about this before many a time. That was like, we don't, as a country, we just are so tone deaf to what we try to do that makes us look bad.
Oh, yeah.
It makes us look horribly bad. We're so tone deaf. It's not like, it's like, oh, well, we got to go in there. And we're going to make them be America. Has that ever worked for us?
No, that's never worked.
Has it ever worked for us?
Well, all right. I think we've done a really good job tearing governments down. But
only to put in the shittiest people back into.
Is this not the first time that we've tried to?
I don't think so. There was another conflict back in the 60s and the 70s that we did the same thing.
Or something?
Vietnam.
Oh.
I know. I'm gonna put.
I keep putting the same Vietnam. It's Vietnam
all
fucking over again.
It's your guy. It's your guys' Vietnam.
It's sand Vietnam.
Yeah. Instead of jungles, you got sand. I don't know which is worse. You get a cool tan though. I mean, I don't know. You guys seen some
Get the
guys come back
worst
with
trucker's tan of
Dude,
your life.
No, I brought fucking listen.
He's
all
brought
right,
sand
it's
fleas
not
back with him.
It's not all deserts, okay?
Yeah, it's
Because
not
I
bad.
know because I brought heat gear to the fucking Himalayan mountains.
Yep, and wishing
in
you had fucking
Afghanistan, like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, you forget that the
Everyone
the
else
Himalayas.
is all bundled up, you know,
It
and
gets
I'm over
cold
here
out there.
like, you guys fucking suck.
Oh,
God, this
I'm in my
shit's
Poly
fucked
Pro and
up.
Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
What are you in?
Yeah.
I'm in my summer PDU.
Yeah.
Didn't you pack
My
that
shirt
stuff?
literally
I didn't need
has
it.
holes in it.
I don't know why I didn't pack my cold weather stuff
'cause
because
I
I'm
thought
going because I thought I was going to the desert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Firebase, what is it called? Firebase Levi is way the fuck up here in the mountains,
Yeah.
and guess what? It's cold, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, I stayed. I
When you
stayed
go
my
to
whole
the Porter John and you have to chip the
Fucking
the
blue
piss.
ice out of
yeah,
it.
Yeah, chip the piss off the seat before you fucking take a dump. You know, God.
Oh, that's
you laugh.
Fucking
That's
horrible.
I
That
truly,
is
fucking
I,
horrible.
my heart bleeds for your generation,
My generation, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't understand what hardship is. When you're like, oh man, I can't believe you were making me do this. Okay, fucker. Whatever.
Well, look.
That's why I walk it
Here's
off.
the thing.
You
Here's
guys
the
will
thing.
have a war, but I'm sure your kids will fight it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope we don't have another. We're
gonna have another one, dude.
We're continuing.
Speaking of wars, do you know there's a civil war in Russia right now?
What there is?
No, dude, that coup
That
start-
thing
That
is
coup is
over for
old
like a
news.
few
24
days.
hours.
That was like, and that was a fuck because
That's because Wagner got pissy, and then they decided
because
to
they got
barge
not
paid
in
paying
$6.2
those
Moscow.
billion.
fuckers.
you know, he probably could have done it though.
Hey, you know
He
what?
could've,
got
but
paid
then-
$6.2 billion.
But then Belarus said, "Hey man,
how
could you
does,
not?
how does the
could you-
government?
I'd
all right,
appreciate
hold on,
if you didn't."
Yeah, hold on. So Levi's looking at me incredulously. What? Well, the Pentagon miraculously lost $6.2 billion that Israeli gave to Wagner because they needed a cutout to fucking pay Wagner to go do stupid shit.
Oh my god.
That's the
Oh,
theory.
no.
That's the
That's
conspiracy
the
theory.
conspiracy theory.
That's the theory.
That's
Because
pretty
why all of a
fucking
sudden,
insane.
why all of a sudden is it now it's over and that Progarin guy is still alive? Because Russians don't do that.
No, they don't.
The Russians don't do shit like that. Hey, Levi wants to come over here and start trouble in Russia. He's one of my top. No, he's not anymore. We're not even going to pretend we're going to give him a trial. We're just going to shoot him in the street and keep on walking.
No, they
Yeah.
don't shoot you in the street. They like
They take you into a
Why do they
Stark
always
room.
do it the same way? They push you off a fucking building.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
have you noticed that?
Well, yeah. It's
All these guys
because
are getting-
they're trying to clean up their image
Accidentally getting pushed off of buildings.
or dying from heart attacks.
Yeah.
Oh no, I created
There's like
gasoline.
all these. There's
Yeah, I
like
created gasoline.
There's all
I
these-
created phosgene gas in my bathroom.
there's all these bullets
Oh,
around
shit,
the
I
heart,
created
and
mustard gas.
It's a fucking
This
heart
is-
attack.
hey, no, this isn't Red. Okay. This is
God
the
damn.
movie Red. You seen that movie?
Yeah, retired.
I love that
extremely
Talk about
dangerous.
that. Yeah, that is a cool movie.
It's a good
That's
movie.
actually
It was
that was a
really
good
good.
concept. 2 was a little bit stretchy,
Yeah.
but
2 didn't
for-
need to happen, is why.
Yeah, 2 did. They had it all sorted out on 1.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't mind 2, but it was kind of stretchy. It's like
He's like,
they're really kind
I
of
love
looking
the
for
part
money.
when he's like, I learned from the best, and he goes, "You fight just like this guy I trained." And he goes, "That was my trainer." He goes, "Oh, he didn't teach you this." Bam.
Is it the first one where he says, "Hey, hand me the pig," and he brings out that fucking grenade launcher? I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, that was like the best thing ever. I'm like, so every RPG that has modern weapons is like, hey, hand me the pig. Dunk. No, it was a single shot. It was one of those like stupid Russian sawed-off shotguns.
M83
Where you're like,
thing.
Yeah, it's like a shotgun. Boom. And he shoots it and
yeah.
blows the guy
Speaking
up
of
on the-
Russian shotguns, Grand Thumb a
Oh.
few months ago, he reviewed a 4-gauge Russian shotgun.
Who was that?
A
Is that
4 gauge?
Yeah, it's
a
dumb.
4-gauge Russian
No,
shotgun.
no. Was it? Yeah, no. Was it? Kentucky Ballistics had that like the biggest rifle ever made.
It's
Oh, he
a
still
1
owns
gauge.
it.
It's basically shoots a soda can,
No,
and he shot it like 4 or
That
5
is
times.
so
I'm like,
fucking stupid.
that's dumb. What are you doing? I'm shooting. Well, he shot like all kinds of shit with it. You only had like 5 or 6 rounds to shoot because they're like $500 a piece or something
I
stupid.
bet.
But it's like he shot everything with it. It's like, yeah, okay. Why is
Yeah,
the
we get
ATF
it.
running around going, hey, you can't have that.
Because guess
Yeah.
what?
You
Guess
can't have
what?
that pistol grip. You can't have that pistol. You can't have that brace. That's it. You
It's
can't
a-
have this
No, I
brace.
know
Dude.
exactly why. Because his dog wasn't in the video.
Yeah.
I keep trying to bring this up.
Okay, go
There
ahead.
was a meme.
If you need to bring something up, just
of
jump over us.
all these fucking. It was a SWAT guy,
Yeah.
and it was him doing all the things.
Oh, yeah, the
like,
hand.
yeah, with the hand gestures, and it was like, "Hey, shoot that dog! Hey, I think there's a dog over there. Hey, the dog's still alive.
Put another round in the
Yeah,
dog.
I think there's a dog upstairs.
There's
It's
a
so
dog
fucking
behind that bush
stupid.
next to the tannerite.
God damn it.
There's a dog stuffed with tannerite. Don't shoot that one.
Don't let the cartel get a hold of that idea.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Oh my
Speaking
god,
of-
that brings me
speaking of
back to that Woody
cartel
Harrelson. That, but I don't know how long ago. I'm kind of behind on shit sometimes. But I was watching like some
No
shorts.
Country
and-
for Old
Zombie
Men.
Land.
No. It was Woody Harrelson on SNL saying, "Oh yeah, there's this movie idea about how these cartels buying these politicians," and he's like tongue in cheek and going, "Yeah, that's what's going on over here, dummies." I'm like,
my
it's out
God.
on YouTube somewhere. I'm still surprised it's on YouTube, but YouTube's kind of stupid that way.
Considering
YouTube is
they
stupid that way,
delete,
man.
considering they decided they wanted to hide the dislike button.
Yeah.
You know?
Or yeah, or dislike, or I don't like, I
Which
don't
is
like
not
it.
good because it destroys constructive
credibility.
criticism.
Well,
It does.
but what? You can't have criticism of anybody? What?
Yeah,
You should just
because-
have the
Like the
option to
FBI
turn
doesn't
it
want to be
off.
criticized for its
You
stupidity.
can turn off comments. You should have the option to turn off the like button.
Yeah, I don't like you.
Yeah.
I can't unlike you. That's the thing. Well, you just don't respond. I guess that would be the next thing.
Oh, you turn off comments, no balls. You have no balls.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling him
I don't want to
earlier.
hear what you think about what
That's
I'm
what I was
saying.
telling Levi earlier.
I don't want people to give their feedback on this
Yeah.
thing that
I
I'm
will
saying.
see.
Don't poke holes in my argument.
No,
I've seen that. I've seen people who will turn off the comments, and then people will look for another post where they didn't, and then refer to that last one that they didn't like.
and then start commenting on that post.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is this? Why are we looping back around? Well,
I
was
see that on
telling-
Instagram all the time.
Well, I don't. First off, I don't.
A lot of pretty girls on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and they can stay on Instagram because they're
They make,
vapish.
they make me want to lift weights.
they make me want to lose weight.
Your arms are almost as big as those girls I've been seeing on Instagram.
I know, right?
I know,
That's
right?
scary.
Some big girls on Instagram, dude.
Gorlock the
Just like,
Destroyer.
whoosh.
I'm Red Sonja.
It's like, yeah, basically.
Okay.
So
well, it's not-
there was this
be nice. in there.
podcast.
Don't be mean.
for information for the listeners. There was this podcast
Okay.
that was it was like it was these
You
dudes
got a lot
who
of
had
cord over there.
it was these dudes.
It's fucking yoked, dude.
Yeah, I know. There's a certain mantra. Don't go to bed anything crazier than you. And
I
nothing they can
don't-
lift more than me.
I don't follow that.
The arms on that chick.
Yeah. You got some big
But,
arms.
There was this podcast, and it was a bunch of dudes who brought on women.
Is that a dude? Is that a chick?
That's a chick, dude.
Or is it that dude?
It's a female bodybuilder.
Is that a well? Okay. Or is it a chick pretend it's a dude? Because I can't compete with other men, so I'm gonna compete with the women and grow some hair
Hey,
long. And,
I don't know why. I can't tell you why they do it. Maybe they just like to feel strong.
That's fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, healthy is healthy, and if that's their idea of healthy, that's
Fucking yoked, dude.
is that 17? Is that 17 and a half pounds or 17 and a half kilos?
That's a good question.
Because
17 and a half kilos is a lot.
a lot. That's
It's
2
it's a big fucking weight for
It's-
17 and a half pounds.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is that like in Europe where they all do shit in kilos, and that's like 2.2 pounds. So that's
Yeah, think about
40,
that.
like
Yeah.
55, 40,
Yeah.
50 pounds, something like that.
Dude, motherfuckers in Europe must be yoked as fuck if that's what they're measuring with.
Well, that's kilos.
Kilo.
How?
Well, that's just diet.
mean,
that's
yeah.
diet. That's diet and exercise.
Dude,
I don't have a problem with none of
that
that.
shit
very
just makes me
impressive.
want to hit the gym so fucking bad.
Okay.
Every time I see that, I'm like,
Bet.
I should lift weights.
You should lift
You have a
weight.
gym buddy sitting right across from you.
If only I had somebody
but
to go to the gym with.
Yeah, I don't know who you can go get somebody to go to the gym with. I don't
Oh, well.
know.
I have a girlfriend who will go to the gym with me
Yeah, but why don't you?
because she lives out in bumfuck nowhere.
Like you do?
Hold on a second. Wait. Do you really have a girlfriend?
Yes. Want to see her?
Have anyone ever seen her?
Yeah, I've seen her.
I've seen a lot of AI art. Okay,
She's
I don't
not
need to see
AI
her
art.
AI art. Is she AI? Have you seen her in
She's
person?
short and emo.
She's short. She's for some reason that he goes after that kind of crazy. And I'm like, I've been trying to be a good dad and say, listen, stay away from the crazy ones. But
She's never hearing this podcast, by the way.
that way I'm sure I'm going to
Listen,
make sure I find
for
out
reference-
and send that right to her.
For reference, guys.
I don't sleep, so
Just-
you can't kill me.
just for reference, right?
Yeah.
He has no reference of crazy though.
I don't.
So
this
why'd
is
you
normal.
ruin my argument?
I'm just saying.
So this is his
That's
baseline.
why the
this is
mistakes keep
baseline
happening.
crazy.
That's
This is
not
what-
a flex, though. That's like saying, "Oh, I don't know."
I don't know math.
Jokes
on
on
you.
you.
Jokes on you.
Jokes
I don't
on
know.
you. I
I
can't
don't
do
know the
math.
I don't know
Pythagorean theorem.
I don't know the danger I'm in because I don't know what danger is.
Yeah.
Danger 5.
Sup?
But
I
here's the
can't
thing.
show
here's the
you
thing.
my ID because I don't have one.
Yeah.
Here's
I
the
don't
thing.
have to
I'm
show
gonna
you
suck
my
it,
ID.
cop. No,
Here's the
I don't
thing.
want to go to
Here's the
jail.
I know what I'm getting myself into with her.
what is that? What
I
is
know
it?
what I know what I'm getting myself into. That's the thing.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You got two guys
Listen,
on the other
hey.
side of the table. You don't.
Listen, I'm telling
You
you.
think you got it all under
I'm
control?
not saying.
You don't.
And I'm not saying anything bad.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not. I'm not saying anything bad.
Okay.
But you're at the age where you don't know.
Correct.
And you're
that's
not
not
smart
your
enough
fault.
and you're not knowledgeable enough that you don't know what you don't know.
That's it. That's it.
What?
That's Occam's razor,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No, that's
So I'm constantly in a stage of knowing and not knowing the rest of my
well,
life.
that's it. That's it.
Pretty
That's
much.
the that's that.
Yeah,
I
that's
forget
pretty
what
much
it's
it.
called, but it's like the more intelligent somebody becomes, the more
There's
inactive
that
they become
hit.
because
Because in the beginning you're like, this will be easy, and then you get.
Yeah, it's called the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Yeah,
Thank you, Dunning Kruger. Yeah, and so you're pretty
Proving it right there.
Yeah, and so I'm.
But the more you know, the more you don't know something, that you have to know something.
It basically it's kind of this weird bell curve within terms of knowing a certain thing about a subject and being confident about it.
Yeah.
So you know very little
'Cause-
you're some reason super confident about
I
it.
know
fucking
everything there
easy.
is about it.
It's
and
a
then once-
drone. You just buy the drone, make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out, I gotta have
shit,
a
I got-
pilot's license.
But I can't make the government's
But,
at your
like,
door.
there's
The
like a
ATF
medium.
shoot your dogs
There's-
and coming in after you because you didn't.
you have two dogs
the
and
F-
they want it.
Well, the
God.
FAA's in here with their SWAT team because they're like, "Hey, you didn't pay us $5,000 for your license to be a drone pilot."
It's
for money."
$5 to
Whatever.
register your drone, but $175.
It's $5 too
Sorry,
much.
I had to learn this stupid shit to be a drone pilot.
Is that what?
It's $5 too
That,
much.
that all what that about right over there on that whiteboard?
No, that's his. That's a schematic for a not a drone.
Yes. So my company's name is going to be called Pick, and it's going to use a. And so, anyways, and
Okay.
on
I
the
see
back
that.
of our
Okay, I see that
shirts,
now.
it's going to say, "The only PP you ever need."
I don't know about that one, man.
It's a
Are you
wiener
sure you
joke.
want to go with that?
It means wiener.
Yeah,
Are you
Funny.
sure?
yeah,
Are you,
yeah.
are you, is that going to be part of your pitch?
Yeah, well, we're gonna put a carrot. I'm gonna put a carrot under it, and it's gonna say means wiener.
means we. I'm gonna
means-
put a little asterisk like
Yeah.
for the dumb people.
PP
For the dumb
equals
people in the
wiener.
room, it means penis.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's see if we can get a collab with
nobody
Bad
understands
Dragon.
what innuendo
but that's
is
the thing.
anymore.
But we're the only company that you're gonna need to take drone shots.
Yeah, well, that sounds perfectly good.
Yeah,
Drone
sounds like
shot
totally
porn.
awesome.
dude, I already thought about it. I already thought about it. Yeah. she got like scars on the inside of her legs from the propellers.
The propeller's getting her hair.
Sorry, lady. Yeah.
All right, I want this
Hold,
shot.
just hold the drone.
Can you hold it at this angle? No, it's the physics. Physics.
Physics.
Just get the cameraman with the
Free
little-
bushwhacking.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you guys.
And most
the
of it's
drone.
not bushwhack nowadays.
I'll have to show you guys this.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fucking sick. It is amazing.
I've seen some of the pictures you posted on
Dude, don't
Facebook.
do
You should
that.
see this thing fly. It
Oh.
is insane.
I don't trust that, not one bit.
Then we lose a. Then there was 3.
Then there was 3 on the mic.
Okay, so I moved you. Are you done moving? Because I moved.
Are we still playing?
Yeah, I think. Well, we're playing in between our comments.
Between our little
I mean, that's the whole point of this meeting. That's the
Where
whole
is
point of
this
the
turn
yeah.
2?
We're in turn 2 movement of turn 2.
Yeah.
I already moved him.
Okay.
So I
and I
moved
moved this
3.
guy. So that is I didn't move this guy. That's my choice not to move him, and
Okay.
that guy. So there. So you move.
I have one more.
Yep.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. 4. All right. It's shooty time.
I wish we had a gunshot one or like a laser blast one that like for the soundboard.
Yeah, I
That'd be
think
really cool.
I think if you rewind this podcast to the earlier part,
Yeah, we
I think
already
we
talked
discussed
about it.
that. Fuck.
I would have to do lasers. There's no way I'm gonna have a fucking. I'm not having a firefight button.
Why not?
Because I don't need a PTSD flashback button.
Why
Just,
not? Those are good for you.
Levi, what's wrong? Ah!
That would bring realism to the game.
Oh, yeah.
A little too real.
A
All
little
right.
too real. I want to be in reality.
Why are you sweating underneath the table? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. There's Charlie in the trees.
No, that's Haji, I guess was it?
Haji.
What is it, Haji?
Fucking
Haji's in the
Haji.
sand.
Haji's are on the
You know,
rocks,
and they
motherfuckers.
said we weren't allowed to call them that.
Whatever.
Oh,
But when they
really?
blow up your fucking friends,
Yeah, they're fucking Hajis.
Haji.
They're
They're
whatever.
the fuck
They're
you wanna
whatever
call
they're
them,
not.
yeah.
They're as bad a name for them as you can make. You know what I
It's
mean?
what, not cocksucking motherfuckers?
Yeah.
I mean, that's as good as it gets. I'm gonna bury you in a pigskin, motherfucker.
I'm gonna put you in a tauntaun.
No, they don't do the pork thing at all.
I know.
Not at all. Oh, now he's getting all paranoid by closing the curtains. A little late now.
He puts me in a headspace.
Ah,
Anyways,
ooh, it's right in the dingle dangles.
yeah.
Hey, what's up there, Lieutenant Dingle?
Lieutenant Quandale Dingle.
Lieutenant Dingle.
Lieutenant
got no
Dingle got no
legs.
balls.
It's actually for those podcasting nerds that are gonna be like, his name was Lieutenant Dangle. I give 2 fucks.
Lieutenant
fucking
Dan, you got no
Dangle
balls.
From Reno 911.
Yeah.
All right. So movement's done. We're ready to
I'm gonna
start
shoot something.
shooting
I'm
at
gonna
you.
shoot you some
Pew-pews.
motherfuckers.
Are you really gonna shoot at me, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that
Come
this
on.
guy right here that you
Why?
like. Why? Because you make me.
Hey, look.
Remember, I did that to him.
He's in like.
All right, so what do I got? I am going to go ahead because you have to declare all your shooting before you shoot. So I think I will do the AC5
Write a declaration for every time you
declaration
shoot.
of shooting, and I think I will do AC5 and a large pulse laser. You had that book, right? Because your book's probably more current than my book. You have the ER. What's an A5 give me? AC5. And it's an ultra, so I think I get to shoot double
Heat 1,
I know.
damage value of 5,
Right.
minimum range 3, short range 1 to 6.
Okay, I'm in short range. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just now hit. I'm in my minimum range, and I'm just at short range. So that's +1. I ran. So that's a plus. I ran. All right. So I ran. So that's a +2.
I walked the
That's a +1.
1.
So that's 4.
Then
That's a short
plus
range.
1 for
Plus-
light.
So that's 5.
Then range.
Is 1, so I got a 7. Actually, no, it's my gunnery is.
See, the cards had this stuff.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand why they don't put it on the sheets. though.
Because these are the sheets I get out of the book that you can photocopy out of the mech books.
Yeah.
So then these little blocks right here,
Oh,
you put
because
put
it
all
can
the-
Like
change.
doing
because
that
it changes
kinda
all the
illegal?
time. Huh?
Isn't like photocopying shit like that kind of illegal?
Not for
What?
me to use it
Why
for.
would you
I-
say it?
It's not like I'm
He's not
photocopying.
selling it.
distributing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's not
But
like I'm
who's
saying
saying you aren't though?
because I said I'm not.
That's all you.
That's
really
your
need.
word against the FAA.
Yeah, and that.
And
what?
what?
A?
I don't know. Random fucking alphabet soup of
The
a fucking
federal, the Federal
Aviation Administration is
Yeah.
going to
I
be
don't think
pissed
they
off
give
that
a
I-
shit if you photocopy Battletech shit.
How
Yeah.
about I photocopy fucking plane schematics and send them to whoever the fuck?
Yeah,
would want them?
that could be illegal.
That could be illegal, especially if they're sensitive materials.
Oh my god.
sensitive materials. How about I steal the black boxes out of every plane I can get on? How
Good
about
luck-
that?
Good luck with that.
Aren't they like
How about I
bolted
fly
down?
around the
So-
moon?
yeah, so
I'll just hold my breath.
Yeah. Until you explode.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than
They don't
implode.
explode.
Better
though.
than imploding.
Yeah. Well, actually, imploding is not so
It's
bad
better
because
than
they happen in
imploding. Yeah,
in a
it's better
millisecond.
than imploding.
The longer, the moment you took, like, oh hey, it's already done.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
You
And
can't
then-
even get. You
What do
won't
you
even
mean?
get that thought out of your head before it
then-
happened.
Maybe
Yeah, you
this was a
died.
bet.
Yeah.
Well, it happens in milliseconds, so you basically don't even have the opportunity to formulate the thought to say, "Hey, this is a bad idea," before you even get that out of your pie hole, before you're done. So yeah, poof, oh, I'm dead now. What?
Word.
It's like not. They didn't even see it. Like quite literally, it was
yeah.
so fast they didn't even see it, or know it, or process it, or anything.
Well, they
about
didn't
that.
have time to process, so they're done. All right, so I need to do tens. Wait, no, it's not 10. What was wrong? What am I thinking?
AC5.
Huh?
You were shooting AC5.
I know I'm shooting an AC5. I can't remember what my fucking gunnery skill was. Gunnery skill is just a.
I thought it's a mech thing.
Yeah, I know. I gotta find it back. I had it. I was looking at it. Then I had to go look for something else, and I lost my place.
So can you get like up-to-date cards for each of your mechs?
I have. What? This?
No, like
I
the
have
beginner
Alpha,
box has.
I have Alpha Strike cards.
No.
I know what you're talking about, the card, but I don't know if you can. I don't know if they sell them separately. In those
If they
big cards.
do, dude, I would be totally down.
I
to
would.
buy
I would.
those.
You know what you probably could do, and
Make
because I'm,
one?
yeah, you can make them. Because I know of places on the Facebooks that guys are like, oh yeah, hey, I made all these sheets like this that are like
with
you know,
all the information.
I
on
don't
it.
know if they have all the information, but they're
the
kind of like
pertinent
this,
information,
right?
like the range of your guns.
Yeah, that's kind of helpful. I do like how they did that. It's like,
That
hey,
was
your gun system is going to do this.
Everything's right there.
Well, I have a cheat sheet, but it's so small, and I didn't bring my readers. It'd just be a big pain in the dick to try to read them. And yes, I do
You're
use readers.
blind.
I'm not blind.
You're old.
I see you all the time.
That's probably why you're going blind.
No.
You said no to me making a joke about myself.
Yeah, I know.
That's right. He respects you.
Really? I thought that punch in the face was.
That was your fault.
Hey,
That was
dude,
much
you
disrespect
literally
on-
squared up with you squared up with him,
We square up all the time.
Yeah.
It's
and
normal.
you get punched.
Yeah.
I don't get punched. Sometimes I get a couple hits in.
Yeah,
Sometimes he gets a couple
I know,
hits.
sure.
he gets on me, and I'm
I'm
like,
sure.
then I tell him he needs to step his shit back before he's gonna meet the intersection of fuck around and find out, and it's gonna be bad. Oh, what? Bam! Oh, how's that neck from like 4 years ago where I bitch slapped you into next week? You're gonna throw your brother's guitar out the door, and I bitch slapped the fuck out of you. Remember that?
I don't remember that.
I do.
That's how hard you hit him.
That's how hard I hit you. You don't even remember.
Oh, savage.
I think that was
Kane
because.
I think you remember
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
think that was
I
because you
remember
tried
that.
throwing my Xbox out the door. That's
What
probably
kind of-
why.
I did not try any of that
Bullshit?
Whoa.
All right.
So, what kind of guitar?
bass guitar.
Yeah, bass guitar.
Yeah.
He was all bent. Somebody got all pussy hurt about something, and the next thing you know, it's
Yeah,
like,
bro.
oh, I'm gonna throw your
Dude,
shit.
that's fucking kids
And I-
for you, dude.
Oh man, I fucking
Piece of shit anyway.
well,
You
it's
offered
not-
me.
It doesn't matter, though.
It's not your piece
yours.
of shit. Yeah, it's not your piece of shit. What you
That's like
consider
Wouldn't
a
even be
piece
a
of
loss
shit.
at that point.
Now, what you're consider a piece of shit is like, oh hey,
That's like
all
your
right.
van.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
a piece of shit, but I love it.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
exactly.
but-
Yeah, I
It's-
know. I'm counteracting my own thing. That's what I do because I have ADHD.
Counting something.
No, I'm doing some math. I think it's all right. So we had 5 at 8s. All right, I need to be 8s, right? Yeah.
Oh,
So there's the AC5. You want? I'm gonna resolve all the hits, or you want to just do them? Let's do them independently. All right. So I gotta find the battle mech damage table. Oh my god. See, I wish I had my reader so I could read because I have the sheet. After these messages, I'll be right back. Let me shoot your guy because I spent all that time doing math, and I hate doing math.
We're back.
Didn't you already make the roll?
Yeah, I hit him.
Yeah, he hit him,
But
but
see,
he
this-
has to
but see,
roll
there's a-
for where he hit me
hit
at.
look.
And so we were
Locations, okay.
discussing which is so you're going to take a front shot or a side shot. And I'm still more to the front, so I'm going to be generous and take it to the front. All right, and I roll a 7, and you hit the left
Average
torso for 5 rounds. Boom,
Boom.
bam. Now is that?
Oh my!
Score. Okay, so there's I don't think you took more. There's a rule. I don't know if you can see it in your book, but there's a rule about the taking damage and the mech having to make them. And I'm not even gonna worry about that. Let's see here. Punch locations, hit locations, cluster tables. That's always nice to know. Attack modifiers. Nope. All right. So here's my ERPP extended range laser.
PP.
I don't have it.
The only PP you'll ever need.
Only PP. My laser. Do you have the thing for the laser?
Yeah. So an ER laser.
Yeah.
Is it large, small,
Uh,
medium, large?
It's a large. Because that's all I ever have.
So 12 heat, 8
Yeah,
damage.
it's a large pulse laser.
Minimum range 0.
Okay.
Short range 1 to 7.
Okay.
8 to 14 medium range.
Okay.
50.
Well, no, I'm in short range, so that's +1. I did, so it's same one,
8.
8 or better. And nope.
Not shit.
Pew! Little laser light goes. Pew.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
It's like
That's
shining
me,
a
oh shit, your
flashlight
mother.
at someone and
So they do have on like a side note while we're on pause and we're talking amongst ourselves. There is several role. They tried several role playing games to actually be part of the role playing system for BattleTech because it does miss that element of I want to advance my character. Well, in the original rules, it's like the ACE system was kind of like the rule. Hey, you do 5 battles, you get like so many kills, you can go up a point in one of your skills. Okay, you only have 2 skills. You pilot the thing, or you can shoot the thing. So that was the skills. And then they come up with Mechwarrior and Mechwarrior back in how it was back in the day when they started making all these rules because you make rules. And now I think they're up to they had Mechwarrior, Mechwarrior 2, which they tried to make it just it was standalone. So you had a role playing game, and then you had the BattleTech tabletop game, and then they tried at Time of War, I think it was, try to put these 2 pieces together and make them work right, which kind of did. And then now they have the Destiny game, if I'm correct with that.
So would you play Mechwarrior Destiny over or BattleTech? Is it BattleTech Destiny or
Mechwarrior Destiny.
So would you play Mechwarrior Destiny over something like Shadowrun?
Well, it's two different ways how the game gets.
That's true, but I mean, so I feel like the big draw for Mechwarrior Destiny is we could have a game like this.
Yeah.
That actually
Means something.
Yeah, like there's the stakes.
Yeah.
Because if you go down in this, if you lose your mech, well, guess what? Next session, when everyone gets back together, you still ain't got no fucking mech.
Or you just get in a different mech and you take some
Yeah.
minuses and stuff. Because,
you owe a fuck ton of money.
Well,
you're in a lot of trouble or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was so back in the days when I was playing and we were trying to figure this all out. When we were playing this game back then, they didn't have. You were just a Mechwarrior, and we had all kinds of like housey rules kind of stuff. Like, oh well, you lost, and we just come back tomorrow with a new mech. Mm-hmm. Okay. Or you had damage. All right, we'll just have to figure out how to. Because really, there were rules for it, but it was like really didn't apply to what we were doing.
Yeah.
Because it was like expected that the original rules is like that thick. The rule book was pretty much like a pamphlet.
Yeah.
Like a thick pamphlet.
Like one of those Mormon pamphlets they hand out door to door.
Yeah.
Except less
Except more acceptable.
Less Jesus-y, yeah.
Well, less. Hey, your guy.
less wives.
Yeah.
Less wives, yeah.
Less wives and less esoteric
And more caffeine.
nonsense.
Less wives, more caffeine.
Oh Jesus.
No, isn't it Mormonism? Like they can't.
Mormons don't drink caffeine.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
It depends on what
Fire, water, bad.
I never made it past the magic underwear. So
Yeah.
Magic underwear.
yeah.
Or the magic Jesus that I fell down, cracked my head, and then Jesus handed me a golden plate.
Yeah.
That was buried right at my feet. for some
Weird
reason.
how that happens.
Oh, another weird religion, Scientology.
Oh, God.
Well, Tom Cruise almost didn't get to make that movie Valkyrie
Yeah,
because of that
Scientology.
nonsense.
Yeah.
For that nonsense.
It's like,
Well, that's
this
the rumor, I don't
Martian
know.
god is coming to save
allegedly.
us. That's so
That's,
fucking
hey,
weird.
Out of everyone I fuck with, I won't fuck with Scientologists.
because they'll fucking make you dead.
Yeah.
Worse than the fucking
No,
moderator.
they'll injure you.
They won't kill you. They'll disappear you.
Well,
No, they'll
they'll
injure you.
unlive you and then disappear
they'll
you.
unlive you and disappear you.
No, even worse. They'll injure you. Then they won't treat you because it's against their religion to treat you.
Yeah, well,
Or they'll
there's a lot of Christian religions that do that nonsense too.
Yeah, like what?
They're-
Baptist
Oh,
or something?
we're strict. We just pray and then we pray and you're
Pray the gay away.
yeah, pray the gay away. We pray and you stop where the massive head wound that you got from being kicked in the head.
it'll cure. It'll cure.
Yeah, pray.
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
please
man.
get
If you
us-
don't have faith, you'll die.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he died.
I
Oh,
guess,
look, he died. He
I
must
guess
not have had
Levi
faith.
didn't have all that faith that
Yeah.
he needed to have because we were praying super hard for him and he
was
didn't pray
a
for himself.
preacher. Guess he was a liar.
I guess he was a bad preacher. What movie
What
is
does that say about everyone who was listening?
Yeah.
To them?
Oh no.
But yes, I would play Destiny because it interacts better with the newer rule system as it's written. Because actually, you can go in there if you read the Destiny book, and you can go in there and there's a section where, hey, okay, you're a mech warrior, you're doing mech warrior shit, and now you're gonna do Battletech shit. So here's the thing, boom, we're gonna flip the script, and here's the chart that says, hey, you have a skill in gun here, you have a skill in pilot here. It correlates to this number here, which correlates to the number for the tabletop.
That's
Boom.
awesome.
That's problem solved.
That's
Now,
so
Battletech, now Time of War had one, but it was like, hey, you take your shit, divide it by 12, add 4, divide that by 2, you're done.
My dogs have been outside.
This entire time, yeah.
And they're still alive,
That's
and they
a
have even
bad-
small children.
Bad dad move.
I'm like, did you drop a mic, dude?
Goosh. That was so funny.
Super mic drop. Boom. Yeah, there's a $300 mic drop for you because I don't give a fucks. But no, yeah, I mean, role playing games.
God. Your dog's tail flicked me in the nut.
That's fucking
He
hilarious.
does that on
right-
purpose.
Right on the tip.
Right on the
Right
tip.
on the left nut.
Ugh. And nothing's worse than getting hit on the tip.
Fuck you, testicular torsion.
Ooh. You know, there's an episode of
Venture Brothers
about
like that.
Yeah, I know.
it. Be careful with testicular torsion.
Is
wait,
that
there's a
what the
rule?
dismember spell in Conan does? Like,
Oh my
Oh
god.
Jesus. Oh,
Fuck
no.
you, Goku, testicular torsion.
Oh well, you know, there's so many dumb things that go in the games that you just don't think about. Like back in the day, I can understand why there's rules for certain things in games nowadays because that's how that goes.
Oh guys, I thought of what we're calling it.
What
Table talk.
table?
is that, well, we got to figure out if that's already not a thing.
Table talk games.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Table
you
talk
go.
RPGs.
Yeah, table talk RPGs.
No, not a
Yeah,
fan.
that's fine.
mean, it works.
You can try it.
There's no violent brain. Fuck you.